How do I make my kick drum heard with a loud bass? Imagine trying to listen to a conversation in a noisy room. The kick drum is your voice, and the bass is the background noise. How do you make sure your voice cuts through? The answer is sidechain compression. This technique is like giving your kick a temporary volume boost whenever it hits, so it stands out against the bass. First, put a compressor on the bass track. Set its sidechain input to listen to the kick drum. When the kick hits, the compressor quickly reduces the bass volume. Then it releases just as fast, so the bass stays full between kicks. Use a fast attack time so the bass ducks immediately when the kick hits. Set a quick releases so the bass comes back quickly after the kick. This way, the kick's punch is clear and the bass remains powerful. But you can go further with dynamic equalization. Dynamic EQ allows you to target specific frequencies where the kick and bass overlap, usually below 100 Hz. When the kick hits, the dynamic EQ reduces those overlapping frequencies only in that moment. This keeps the bass sounding natural and tight without affecting it all the time. Combining this with sidechain compression makes your low end cleaner. Another helpful step is to use EQ on both the kick and the bass. Cut a narrow bend in the bass at the kick's fundamental frequency. For example, if your kick's main tone is at 60 Hz, reduce that in the bass a little. This prevents the two from fighting for the same space. Adjusting these EQ cuts along with sidechain compression helps the kick punch through loud bass without losing the fullness of either sound. You can also automate the amount of sidechain compression for different song sections. For a chorus, you might want the kick to cut through more sharply. During verses, you can dial it back a bit. This makes your mix more dynamic and musical. In short, start with sidechain compression on the bass, keyed by the kick, with quick attack and releases. Add dynamic EQ to target overlapping frequencies only when needed. Use EQ cuts on both tracks to carve out space. And consider automating the compression to match the song's energy. Combining these methods ensures your kick drum stays loud and clear, even with a powerful bass line underneath.